Hello there, beauties. I'm Brooke, and this is my channel, Tarot with B. So today we're checking out where exactly your future spouse is living right now. Where are they from? What's going on? Where are they from? Yeah, that's it, right? And there are 10 piles today. They're going to be rather quick readings, but we're going to get specific about where they're from. I have my map open. I've got these cards that I wrote up, and we're going to get very specific about countries, as well as we'll go off of like the tarot card that's here, and we'll also be using the Buzzfeed cards to get more about where they're from, as well as letters and maybe some charms. I'm not sure about the charms yet, but definitely some letters to see if anything gets spelled out, any abbreviations, any words from you know, that will give us some hints. And there will be and there will be an extended reading today about when you'll be meeting this person, when you'll come into union or like just finally meet each other, right? Because we're kind of going into this like you don't know them or that you don't know who they are, know who your future spouse is. You're not engaged or anything like that, right? This is pretty much for singles. So, but there will be an extended that will be available on my Patreon to see when this could happen and maybe a little bit about you guys, as well. But I'm going to get into the introducing the piles because there's a lot, right? So we have 10 piles today. We have pile one, and I'm just going to pick the card up because the stickers are stuck to it. We have pile one with the bike. Okay. We have pile two with the Explore Compass. We have pile three with a hot air balloon in the clouds. We have pile four with, Take Me Anywhere with the airplane, sparkly airplane. We have pile five with the postcard at the beach. We have pile six with the taxi. And there is a world map on there as well that is showing kind of by the equator, just to let you know. I don't know if that pertains to your reading, but you never know. And we have pile seven with the what is it called? Oh my God. With the camera. We have pile seven with the camera. The photo taker. That's almost what I said. I better wake up. Oh my God. Okay, we have pile eight with Let's Travel the World and a picture of the world. We have pile nine with the car with all the luggage on top. And we have pile 10 with the anchor, the sparkly anchor. So feel free to see what calls to you. You may have messages in more than one pile, but pretty much try to choose one pile. I think that will be very important. But if you really are feeling called to two, I will never tell you, like, you can't watch it. Like, just watch it and see what resonates for you, okay? If you're being called to more than one, that's absolutely okay. But yes, again, like I said, there will be an extended to this reading about when you guys may be meeting, as well as a little bit about your connection. Not these won't be super long readings because there's so many piles, but yeah, we're just gonna roll with that, right? So pause the video if you need some more time. Timestamps will be down below. Just click, what the timestamp that for the pile you chose, and it will take you right to your reading. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with pile number one. I'll see you in a minute. Hello there, pile one. So if you chose the bicycle, this is your reading, all about where your future spouse is from, where they're living right now. Very important. So we're just going to dive into it. It's really kind of a straightforward reading. So we'll see what this card is giving off with the tarot. Then we'll get specific about regions, okay? And we'll see what comes up. So let's see. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is like, you see the countryside and there's cows, it's like this village is really close together. It takes a long time to get to where they live. Like, it feels like they're in a rural area, the countryside. This certainly doesn't feel like the US. It feels like Europe, somewhere in Europe, whether that's like Scotland or Ireland, something like that. But there's a lot of green, lots of green and beautiful wide open skies that are just not obstructed by buildings. I'm definitely getting that. Like good biking areas. Italy as well, there's a little bit of that, but definitely some sort of area in Europe for sure. There are parts of the US that are kind of like this, but it feels more like it's an older area, right? So let's see what else we get. Let's see what we get with these. Turkey, even. There could be. Oh, there's too many. There's like 15,000. I'm going to just pull one, I think, because these don't like to fall well. So, interesting. We got Mexico. So we have Mexico and Northern Europe. Okay. So definitely Europe somewhere. But Mexico as well. I know that in certain parts of Mexico there's a lot of wide open areas, where you may not see people for days. I don't know. It's just like centralized villages that are very close knit villages that you can easily get around the town. But then to travel to a city, it's like you need more than a bike, obviously, just public transportation of some sort or a car. Hmm. And it feels as though, like, because we have the Pentacles is slow moving. So it's like they're, I don't want to say behind the times because that's not true, but they're not like caring so much about keeping up with trends and keeping up with a lot of fads at the moment. They're just kind of chilling. They're living their lives where they live, and um but yeah, there are parts of Mexico. It's very self-sufficient in some ways. Like I don't know if they have like they like live off of well water or they have to like bring their own water like to like wash dishes, cook, shower, all of that. Like they have to bring their own water in or something like that. But yeah. And then we have Northern Europe, which is really like um that's like up in those like Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark. Those are definitely there are parts of Finland I know that are very secluded. I think I'm pretty sure it's up there cuz and it's chilly there too that they get very cold as well up in Northern Europe. But there's just a lot, I'm seeing a lot of open fields for sure with livestock and with animals and such. Lots of wilderness around them, even with the open fields. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, they are in this area, they have to, it's bulky. Like it's tiring. Maybe like farmland, like they farm or something, or but they're just in the area where there's like a lot of agriculture and such. And yeah, they're kind of hidden away from society a little. And I'm not saying your future spouses, this is just like where they're living at the moment because oh look, because they crave excitement. That's cute. They kind of crave some excitement because it can probably get a little boring here where they live specifically, but they definitely they want excitement because it's very hard to live here. It's not easy. Things aren't super accessible, so they have to be very creative with what they're using and how they're utilizing things as well. And again, they could be having to do a lot of physical labor just to live like easily, like things that we may take for granted because we it's just here, like it's already in our like everyday life, right? So let's get some, no, not charms. Let's get some letters here to see what else comes out. I probably won't do charms, actually. Now that I'm like here, I'm not going to do charms. Okay. 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 We have, oh, we have a blank one, which is nice. 2 O's, an I. Oh, lots of E's. Wow. We're already like have all of the consonants in Mexico. Do you see that? I don't know if we'll have the M or anything, but that's interesting. T, U, there's another O. Oh my gosh, there's 4 O's. Oh, what's that? Isn't there, I know there's a city in Norway maybe that starts with an O. What the heck is the name of it? Ah, okay. T again. Oh wow, T is significant for sure. T and O. It could be the name of their city or their town. It could have T and O's in them. Oh my god, another T. A. Ah, there's an M. Yep. There's no X, but we have a lot of other letters here. So, I don't know, like Tijuana, Puebla. There's no L. Shit. I was gonna say Puebla, but with an L, Puebla. Um, that area. What else here? Oops. Hmm. And we have a blank space too, so you can do a lot with that. PR, that reminds me of like Puerto Rico, but that's an island, so. Port. Puerta something. Like a port in the name, or again, Puerto Rico. I don't know. It's interesting that we're getting a few, but like I feel like a lot of people are going to watch this, so there's going to be a little bit of leeway here, like with a few different places. Um, but the vibes are going to be similar. You know what I mean? Like with the whole farming, it's very hard to live there. They're kind of out of society. Lots of biking and stuff like that. So yeah, you can take a screenshot of that if you'd like and see what you can come up with for letters and words and just play with it. It's fun, right? Teal. Yeah, there's Spanish coming in a lot. Teal. Hmm. Rio. But again, maybe they've traveled to Rio. I don't know. But I think I'm going to end your reading there, pile one. It's been a pleasure. You can check out the extended reading about when you will meet them specifically, and like when you'll meet your future spouse, and maybe a little bit about the connection as well. Not too much, but a little taste, and we'll see what's up with that. Okay. I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye. Hello there, pile two. So if you chose this Explore Compass, this is your reading all about where your future spouse lives. So we're going to check out this tarot card, get some vibes. I mean, and we'll see specifically with these cards, okay? And then we'll get into more about the vibes too, and then we'll get letters and stuff. We'll just see, and more than one place may come up. That's okay. Take what resonates, and leave the rest. Don't let it take from you. But this is exciting. The last pile was really fun. So let's see. Ooh, the star. So your future spouse lives somewhere where it's open sky. I think like very open sky. You can see all of the beautiful stars. There's not like light pollution or anything like that. It's just very beautiful. And it's like really magical to look out on the sky where they live. And I also think they could like live by water too, like a river of some sort, or just it's a smaller body of water. It's not huge. Like it's not an ocean, but it's somewhere that they people fish and all of that around there. But there's also it feels more secluded, like more rural as well here because of the being able to see the stars very clearly. It's just a very clear sky, right? So they could definitely live by the water, though. I think there's some sort of body of water, whether it's a pond, a river, Maybe not a lake, but maybe a lake. You never know. It depends on where it is. But big, beautiful, vast open space. And it's really giving Alaska. There's or like Montana. It's just if you're in the United States, not specifically. I mean, it could be here, but um that's like just the energy I'm getting. Like very bright and beautiful sky. That's very like maybe you'll even be able to see if you're by an equator like the aurora borealis or something like that. It's just so clear where they live. Let's see. And it's also got because there I mean I'm gonna go off of this too because it's like you could get lost easily. So you need a compass and you can explore different places. Like there's a lot of nature surrounding where your person lives. Canada too. There's just okay, we got two. Yep. United States. Oh, interesting. And East Africa. So East Africa would be that's like Egypt. Well, I guess that's northern, but like Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, South Sudan, um, Uganda. Yeah, places like that um, as well. But it's funny that I mentioned the United States specifically in your reading because that hasn't happened yet. But there's just it's a big open area, you know. Even where I live, like I'm kind of in the country, but I'm not like super far from cities necessarily. I mean, I am, but there isn't light pollution around here, so you can really see the beautiful open sky. So it doesn't have to be like Montana or anything, but I'm really curious to see what comes out in the charms because yeah, there's just something so magical. Yeah. Prairie came out. Yeah, definitely. Somewhere that is big open fields and just very vibrant with nature, you know? No, it's too many. I am going to take that environment card because it's separate from the other ones. So let's see. Snowstorm. Yeah, I think, which is interesting with East Africa here because I'm pretty sure Africa does not get snow. But for the United States specifically, it's definitely an area that gets snow and that is probably heavy snow too, which honestly, the middle, like northern what do you call that? It's not the Midwest because it's up. That's like the middle. We need the northern middle of the country. like I said, like Montana, Nebraska, those places that are very I think the Dakotas are up there too, Idaho, places that get a lot of snow. Also again where I live, in New York. I do live in New York. Um, I get a lot of snow, right? So if for the United States specifically and Alaska, I did mention Alaska, that could be very significant. The snowfall. That's how you could tell in the United States. And I think just in if they live in Africa, it's just an area that's very open and just the sky is gorgeous. And again, you can get lost easily, so you have to be careful wherever you're, trying to go. Otherwise, you'll be like, "Where the fuck am I?" Right? So let's get some letters. Let's see what comes out with letters. See if we get any abbreviations or words that want to come out. Okay. Okay. So we have O, I, there's a G, U, T, two T's, A, P, E, W, E, Ethiopia, really could be in East Africa. That could be the place there. C, Connecticut. N, B, another N. Oh, another P, and F. So you can like take a picture of these and see what you can come up um, with your letters because I am not very good at this. GWB, that reminds me of George Washington Bridge, like New York. That's New York City, but it could be like New York State as well. Portland. I'm getting a little bit of Portland. Nebraska with an N. I think N, are they NE? I think they are. And there's even a B, like Nebraska. Um Uganda, because there is a U. Oh, oh, there's no D. It's like, oh, we could spell it, but we can't. But yeah, play around with those, see what you can come up with. These are really fun to play with, just see what you can come up with and have a good time with that. It could also be like a city too, something like that, like their closest city. Um, but yeah, have fun with that. I am going to enter reading their pile too. Don't forget that there is an extended reading to this. If you want to check that out, I'll leave my link down below to Patreon that you can join us there. And that will be all about when you're meeting this person and a little bit about your connection. Not too much, but when you're meeting them will be the goal, the main part of the extended, and then a little bit about your connection. A few cards about that. But hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile three. So if you chose the hot air balloon, this is your reading all about where your future spouse is from. Now, each pile has had 2 different locations come out so far, so I'm gonna probably stick to that. But take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't let it take from you. These are for fun. Don't ever like get upset over a tarot reading, please. It's just they're meant to be fun. But anyway, let's get started. Let's see where your future spouse is living right now. Okay, so we have judgment here, and I'm not really taking like the meanings of the cards today. We're really looking at what's going on in the background here. So this looks like turkey to me. I use my bike, and my stationary bike, and I'm doing this series right now that is riding through Turkey, and I swear to you, it looks just like this. It's not rock, it's like soil that's so fertile and it's like built up. Um, and this is just like, it looks exactly like it. It's just very interesting terrain wherever they live. And I also think because I chose this because they really do hot air balloons there too. I don't know. I'm really getting Turkey from this group. For some reason, it just really called out to me. But definitely a lot of plants and such. And I think even if there are cities surrounding them, they're like very beautiful and picturesque with their landscape. It's just very unique. There's something unique about the landscape where your future spouse lives. Like there's trees and such, but it's still like there's rocks and mountains and just really interesting things happening here. So let's get more specific too. Also, I think the music wherever they live is really distinctive. Like you can tell that that's where they're from just by the music that is played there. So let's see. Okay. All right, we just got this. I'm gonna pull them from. Let's see what we got. Oh God. Okay, so we have Northern Europe. Well, that's true. Okay. Northern Europe is like Sweden, Finland, Norway up there. Iceland, Denmark, the like. Okay, let's pull one more. We also have Western Europe. Interesting because Turkey is Eastern Europe, and I think it's also part of Asia. But anyway, so Western Europe is like France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, all that, right? So they could be from there as well, but Europe is very significant for sure here. I'm definitely getting Europe, obviously, right? Because and specifically Turkey. I know like all of the other places too, but it's interesting that more than one has come out with every pile. But there's just because the hot air balloons there, you can see such like they bring you up there for a reason because it's gorgeous. The landscape, you can just it's awe inspiring, right? Like it's just gorgeous wherever they live is lovely. Oh, I love this. And I like that this is even like a flute, but it's shaped like I'm not sure what the instrument's called, but I know like there's a higher pitched instrument in Turkey that makes it kind of looks like this, and I'm not certain what it is, what it's called, but it's interesting that that came out. Let's see. Oh, okay. So flamingo. Yeah, it's definitely a unique area. There's something very unique about it, whether it's like, yeah, it's Instagrammable. There's something Instagrammable about it. I don't know. I always see this double tap pink and I'm like, oh yeah, like that reminds me of Instagram or like liking a comment or liking a picture or something like that. But with flamingo, it's just a very unique, um, there's something interesting about it that's so recognizable. Like it's just there's no other place like where they live. It's beautiful, and it definitely has a distinctive characteristic to it, distinctive landscape. I really think. Again, there's something very Instagrammable about it. So yes, for some of you, it is like Western Europe, France, those places where they're very popular to visit and such. But also there's like Northern Europe where it is the vibes are a little different than Western Europe, but they're still very beautiful. You know, it's a beautiful area. And Amsterdam's up there too. So it's just like that's a really unique area as well because of all of the water throughout the city and such. But there, yeah, I don't know. I'm really, really getting Turkey, you guys. Um, that is really, really cool. Let's see what comes out with these letters. I'm curious. This is fun. These have been so fun. And don't forget to check out the extended reading if you'd like about like when you're meeting them and yes, when you're meeting them and a little bit about your connection. Not too much because it's going to be a pretty quick reading. I mean, there are 10 piles here, so I'm just shuffling these around. But yeah, if you want to check out the extended, I'll leave that down below for you. Okay, let's go. Oh crap. Oh my god. Okay. I just like whenever they fall into my lap, I'm like, ah, distressing. Oh shit. Denmark. See, there's a D here. Den. Mar. What? Another D. So you may not be able to spell it all out, but another A. V. A. N. I. Another N. Q. Interesting. Another I. There's lots of I's here. A B. And a U. But Denmark, yes, for sure. I know you can't spell it out completely, but there's something here about Denmark for some of you. Um, These are really fun to play with. Um, so if you want to like take a picture of them and see what you can come up with, that's really fun. Um, Portugal. I know because there's a Q, and isn't there a Q in Portugal? Portugal. I think so. I like have to sound it out. I'm not sure. Where is it? No, it's a G. Whatever. But do we have Florence? No. Hmm. Whatever you can come up with, you know, it's just fun. Have fun with it. You don't have to take it too seriously, but see what comes out for you with your letters. Australia. AU. Austria. Hmm. Lots of different places. Van. Von. Von Trapp. Is that Germany? They were Austria too. So interesting. Hmm. So yeah, whatever you can come up with, have fun with those, okay? But I am going to end your reading there, pile three. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile four. So if you chose the Take Me Anywhere airplane, Barkley airplane, this is your reading all about where your future spouse is living or where they're from, okay? So there's been two options for each reading so far. There are a few more, but um, just some options for people. So we'll see what comes out for you. We're gonna do the tarot first, then we'll get into the specific cards, and then some Buzzfeed cards to get more about probably the climate or the area that they live in, and then we'll do letters to see if we get um, any abbreviations, any words, anything like that. We'll just see what comes out. Okay, so for you, we have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel as though they live in an area that's landlocked and has a lot of buildings on top of each other. They're just like maybe a big city of some sort, but they feel very stuck. Like, sorry, my chair is making noise. They feel very stuck. Like the energy is stifled. I'm not saying it's not alive or anything. Like the area isn't booming or anything like that, but there's just a lot of people in one area where they live. So let's see what else comes out here. So we have Canada, and it's interesting. When I was showing you the deck, I went like this, and there was Canada. So it's cool that that just came out. Let's see what else we've got. Let's do one more here. Well, that doesn't go with what I was just describing at all. The Caribbean islands. Okay, well, maybe. It's just interesting because I just said they were landlocked, so maybe they're in an area of the Caribbean that is has a lot of buildings. I don't know. It's just that's funny. And like Take Me Anywhere, maybe people really go there for destination purposes, like to the Caribbean. They save up their money to go there. That can be what the Four of Pentacles is about. For this specific part anyway, for the Caribbean part. But for Canada, yeah, that this definitely tracks for their major cities. And because I think they would live in a city, you know, if they were in a landlocked area like in Canada. Like um there's definitely like bodies of water throughout it, but um there are a lot of places in Canada that don't have a ton of water surrounding them. So that could be they could be from Canada. Interesting. Or the Caribbean. Again, destination, like people really want to go there. Take me anywhere. Let's go to the Caribbean. And that includes like the Bahamas, Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Barbados, all those, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua. Yeah, lots of different places for the Caribbean islands. Because people may go there to get away from their everyday life, like their stifled energy in the city, and they go to the Caribbean to really just let off the steam too, So let's see what else comes out for this pile. Pile 4. You got 3. Okay, so we have cat. Interesting. Oh yeah, palm trees. That's funny. And clouds. So I think that you can see the clouds for miles where like on this side here, like with the Caribbean part, right? Like if they live in the Caribbean, you can see everything. Like the skies are clear. It's just, it also really helps clear your mind being there. It's just so relaxing and pleasant. And there could be palm trees or something, but there's definitely water in this part. And with cat, I feel like they're not comfortable here, or like a lot of people are just like they feel like they're going crazy because everybody's so close together, things are on top of each other, and um maybe even houses are right on top of each other, right? Obviously there are different parts of Canada that are way different, and there's a lot of beautiful landscapes and such there, but specifically for where they live, I think that this is really in a very like ooh populated area, and they feel like they're going crazy there. I don't know if they're super happy that with where they are, like because I don't think a lot of people are, because they're just on top of each other, right, in this area, which is that can get very draining because it feels like they want like a yard or something. They just want something. Some for some of you, for others, like they have a beautiful ocean as a backyard, right? But okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, so we have VD, Vancouver, M, Dominican Republic, HJ, Jamaica, B, Barbados. Yeah, see, there's a lot of that coming out. D, again with the D. We have A, I, O, another D. D is very significant. Okay, there's a T, Y, an A, E, another E, and another E. Wow. So D, I'm trying to think of places in Canada. Oh God. Ed, um, Prince Edward Island, no, that's in I was gonna say Edinburgh. No. But hmm, I don't know. But play with those. You can take a picture of them to really see like what's going on, and like look up cities in Canada or the different um like towns and town names in those Caribbean islands as well. Like you could come up with a lot of cool stuff. But just play with them and see what you can come up with. Met, we met, maybe met there. Like you'll meet in one of these places. Jet as well, jet. Yeah, but play around with those, okay? And don't forget, there is an extended reading for this, and it's all about um, when you will meet this person, when you'll come to union, okay? And maybe a little bit about your energy together as well. But I'm going to end your reading there, pile 4. It's been such a pleasure to read for you today. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile 5. So if you chose the postcard, this is your reading all about where your future spouse lives. So we're going to do this first card first, then we'll do the specific areas, and then we'll get into some Buzzfeed cards about like more about the area, what goes on there, and then we'll get letters for abbreviations, and maybe they'll spell out words or anything like that. But um, these readings have been interesting, so we're going to see what comes out for you. And we do get 2 locations, and additionally whatever comes out as well, but um 2 specific locations. So let's see. So we have the 5 of Cups, and this is very watery, right? Like look at the palm trees. So they could live by the water for sure, somewhere sandy, but it feels like it's somewhere that gets a lot of storms, like hurricanes, tsunamis, typhoons, something like that. It's just there's a lot of devastation in that area a lot, and it leaves people feeling very, very upset. But the area is beautiful. It's by the water, and I think a lot of people probably vacation here as well. Um, But let's see here. Let's see. Because yes, there's devastation where they live, but it's also like the show goes on, you know, things keep moving. Yeah. So we have South America and Mexico. Okay. So definitely water areas for sure. Oh no, I guess there's like a few landlocked areas in South America. Um but you have like Venezuela, Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Argentina, parts of Argentina. Argentina is massive. So is Brazil. So not a lot of that will be on the water, but some of it will. Uruguay, um, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. Okay. And then Mexico. So Mexico is pretty big as well, you know, and there's a lot. Yeah, look, and then Southern Europe. So that's at the back of the deck, which is like Italy, Greece, those areas, right? Spain a little bit, Portugal. Definitely Spanish speaking countries for sure. Um, but yeah, we've got very sunny areas. They're quite warm too, um, for sure. And I think that there are natural like flooding in these areas as well. There's a lot of things that, and I know in parts of South America there's rainforest fires and such, and there's just a lot going on in these places. And I know Mexico gets hit by hurricanes sometimes too, not as drastically as like the Caribbean or other places, but yeah. So very beautiful areas though. They live in a very picturesque place for sure. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, it's a place people really like to travel to, but it's also like fresh fruits. You know, they have a lot of fruit trees here where it's you can just pick one off a tree and just start eating it, you know? And I know like um wait, where are they? I mean avocados obviously, but they're like pineapple, everything like that. There's just fresh. It's so fresh where they live. The foods. I think people use a lot of fresh foods as well. Yeah, there's like rainforest vibes here. The chameleon. There, because like for a bit you're by the water, and then you travel a little bit, and it's like completely different terrain and different climate. Not climate, but like different area, right? Like again, like a rainforest. You think of like Brazil, right? So you have the coast, and that's all water, you know, and all beaches and everything. And then you get further in and it's rainforest, right? So it's like that's what I'm getting with that. It's just different um different types of what's the word I'm trying to think of here? um I guess terrain. We're just going to go with terrain. But yeah, it's very beautiful where they live. Very beautiful. So let's get some letters now to see what comes out. These can spell words. They can yeah, they can be abbreviations. We'll just see what. Oh wow, that was too many, but it's fine. It's fine. Queso. Already I'm seeing queso. That's funny. Queso. There's a lot of Spanish here. So your person could definitely speak Spanish as their first language. D I. So we have an E already. Wonder if we can spell Mexico. The V, there's a V, a Q, U, S O, lots of I's. There's a Y and an N, like Uruguay, maybe. Oh, wait. Yeah, Uruguay. Another N. E. Another T. W. So many letters. Oh my God. B, N, F. So N's are very significant here. There's an R. Rio. This could be Rio de Janeiro. There's an E, another P, I, another U, and a C. This is a mess. I'm sorry. But okay, so you come up with words that you think, um, I don't know, that you're called to, right? Does this, oh, I was going to say, if there's a G, I think we can do golf. Nope, we can't. There's no L either, but that'd be cool. But see what you can do with these. You can take a picture. Um, I just want to see. Oh no, there's no two T's. I was gonna say you can make Yucatan, but you can't because we're missing a T, an A. God, where is my brain right now? Off to lunch. It's wherever they live right now in this beautiful area. That's where my brain is. Hmm. But see what you can come up with. There's a lot of options here. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going to enter reading there, pile five. You're five, right? Yeah, pile five. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. Um, don't forget that there is an extended reading where we will be looking at when you guys will come into union, okay? And maybe a little bit about your vibes together. I don't know yet. We'll see, but it's mostly going to be about when you guys are going to come into union, okay? But I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile six. So, oh God, if you chose the taxi with the map on it, this is your reading all about where your future spouse is living right now. Okay, so first we're going to do this card. It's really about the vibes of where they live first, okay? Then we'll get into the specifics here, potential specifics. This is all fun here, right? With the places. And then we'll get into more vibes about the place with the Buzzfeed cards, and then we'll get letters to really go through like abbreviations, maybe some words, whatever comes out. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so your person lives somewhere that's like magical. It's like dreams come true there. I don't know, like New York, it's somewhere old that has a big history. New York isn't like old, but you know what I mean. Like there's a castle, maybe there's like old forts or something, or like old remnants of like from the past, you know, where towns and villages used to be protected by like um a fortress almost, you know, it was like with the walls and then the castle was in the middle, you know. So it could be somewhere like that, like I don't know, I'm thinking like Italy, something, even China, something like that. But it's somewhere that is very it's always a good time. It's like there's always something to do there. It feels like it's hustling and bustling, and people really want to travel there from everywhere, like all over the world. And again, this is showing like the middle, like it's showing the southern part of the US as well as Mexico and the top of South America and Central America. And this is all of Africa, and there's like India and lots of places on this map, on this car. So I just wanted that to be, make that, take that note, right? So let's get into these more specific locations. Okay, well, Northern Europe and Western Europe. So those are certainly places that would have castles, right? um, and they're definitely places that I think people want to go, you know, and have a really good time. You know, in Northern Europe, that's like um, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Greenland, places like that. And then Western Europe is like Spain, Portugal, France, Germany, stuff like that. You know, they're more on the west, right? Because the UK, that's a different part of my, in my cards. The UK and Ireland and all those are totally different. But so they could be from any of those areas, but definitely just somewhere that's old. It's got quite a history, and a lot of people that travel there that want to go there and be there, to experience this history. And this is cool. Okay, let's see what else comes out for pile 6. I think you're 6, right? Oh, yeah, shadow. I don't know. I'm getting the vibe that people drink too much when they come here. There's something like they act up in that way. Like they party a little too hard. They get. I don't know why I'm thinking that was shadow, but it also could have a dark history too. There's parts of it which, I mean, it's Europe. So, yeah. I mean, everywhere kind of has a dark history, but Europe's known for colonizing everywhere, right? So, they could have a bit of a dark history. Um, Not your person, obviously, but the country that they're from, as well. And tornado. What do you think here? Recently, too, it feels like they've had some struggles, this country. This area that they live in has been struggling for some time here. And we have tornadoes, so it's like, it's fast paced though. The area that they live in is fast paced. It's go, go, go. You're having a good time. There's lots of things to do, lots of things to see, lots of stuff to drink, all of that, or if you indulge in that, there's a lot to do for sure where this person lives, your future spouse lives. It's a good time. There could also be like lots of strays or cats are very significant in this area. Like, I don't know, stray cats are on the all over. Okay, so let's get some letters now. Okay. So we have the B, N, Z, R, T, O, E, S. Another E, another O. Oh, wow, there's a lot of O's. Okay. Tons of O's. 2 I's. Now you can take a picture of these, see how they resonate for you, see what you can come up with. I'm not great at coming up with these things, but there's a G, M, another N. There's an NZ, like New Zealand, but I don't think that that's where they are. Let me see again. France, Spain, Norway, huh? NW. I'm not sure what their. Oh, wait, can you make Norway? Yep. There's no Y. Shoot. Or A. But North. I'm getting North too. I know there's no H, but it doesn't matter. Sir. Like maybe there's like a big difference in social classes here or something. I don't know. West. Can you make east too? No. Interesting. So again, whatever you can come up with, have fun with it. They're really fun to play with. Write them down if you have to. Have some fun. But I'm going to end your reading there, pile 6. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget there is an extended reading to this where we will dive into when you're going to meet this person. I'll leave my link to my Patreon down below so you can check that out if you feel so inclined. We also might be checking about a little bit about your vibes together. So it'll be fine. Okay. But I'm going to end your reading there. It's been a pleasure. See you next time. Okay. Bye. Hello there, pile 7. So if you chose the camera, this is your reading. The photo maker. Isn't that what I said? I can't remember. The photo taker. But okay, this is gonna be all about where your future spouse is living. And this is just vibes. We're getting vibes from here. We'll get specific with these. these cards will get a little more specific, and there will be a few options. It won't just be one place. We'll get a few different things, and then we'll get more about the vibes with my Buzzfeed cards, and then we'll do letters to see if there's any abbreviations or words that come out. I'm not so good at those, but you can have fun putting them together if you'd like. So, where is your future spouse living? Let's see. Six of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. So this is maybe somewhere that um needs a lot of support, like material support right now. Um like donations in some way, or like people are always giving money to organizations in this area. Maybe even your future spouse is in the position to give to people in need. I feel as though there's a big class difference where they live. Like they're low class, but then the high class are really rich. You know what I mean? Like there's low. There's not too many middle ground here. There's not too much middle ground. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. Ah, okay. Well, you actually got three. Okay. So we have South America, Central Asia, and Canada. Southeast Asia is at the back of the deck too. So, okay, Central Asia, let me look at my little map here. I think that's like, I mean like Kazakhstan, all those stands. That's real. Yes, it's definitely all the stands. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah. It's like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, oh my God, Kyrgyzstan, oh no, Afghanistan, Pakistan, those places that are more central, right? Centralized. Canada, very big, it could be anywhere. But maybe it's just an area that doesn't have as much money as, say, like certain cities or something like that in Canada, right? And then South America, that's pretty broad too, but we've got Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina, Chile. We have French Guiana, Suriname, and Guyana as well. So those are all of the options there. Lots of choices. Wow. So that's a lot. I wonder if a lot of people are going to choose this this pile because wow, that's a lot, right? Let's see what comes out here with the BuzzFeed cards. We'll get a little bit more about the person, not the person, where they live. Okay, so we have active online green. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people are talking about this place. It's in the media a lot. It's people on Twitter are really talking about it a lot. I think Central Asia, maybe like Pakistan, because it's close to Iran. There's a lot going on there right now. Always, right? Afghanistan. There's just a lot. They're in the news a lot. It's talked about often, right? And we have cat here as well. So it's like, with cat, I need another one because it's interesting. I don't know. Let me see with cat. It's different. Shit. Something flipped. Oh, where'd you go? Chameleon. Okay. Weird. Two animals. Animals are hard to do with this part. With this specific reading, I'm like, when an animal comes out. But so this area could be very exciting in some way as well that they live in, or people just find it very exciting, and there's a lot of different things to do. I'm not sure people have the money to do them because they have to work often, it feels like. And again, this chameleon reminds me of like changeable. It's very people's experiences are really different with this place. Like if you have a lot of money, you're going to see it as this amazing place. But if you're poor and you're having to work all the time and being treated really badly, it's an horrible place, like a horrible experience, right? So people very much differ here, with things and their views on this place that your future spouse is living. So that's interesting. Okay, let's see some letters, see what else we can get here. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have L, S, H, E, oh, F, T, B, another E, okay, I, another I, C, oh, I think there's another I, O, wow, another I, and then R. So, I'm trying to see. There's nothing that starts with I. Oh, I guess Iran. Iran starts with an I. I I can't remember if I put India in here. Oh no, I guess that would be more south, right? Yeah, so that's not right. But Iran, Iraq, but that's kind of verging on like Western Asia, so Iran could be very significant. Oh, I thought we could make it, but we can't. So play with these, have fun with that, and see what you can come up with. Because I am struggling to come up with things. With words for some of these because there's so many piles. I'm like a little brain dead. Like I can't come up with words anymore. But see what you can come up with. There's a lot of whether it's an abbreviation of a place or the name of a city or a town or something. Just have fun with them. They're fun. It can just make words too, you know. CEO. I just saw. Well, I don't know, but I think I'm going to end your reading there, pile 7. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. Don't forget there is an extended reading on Patreon. I will leave the link down below. That will be all about how no when you're coming to union, when you're going to meet your future spouse. And there may be a little bit about your vibes together, but not too much, just a little bit. But it'll be nice. It'll be a good extended reading, I promise. But yes, I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile 8. So, if you chose the Let's Travel the World sticker, this is your reading all about where your future spouse is living right now. So, we're going to do this card. It's really about vibes, okay? Then we'll get really specific about where they're living. Potentially. This is all fun, so don't get too serious about it, okay? It's fun. We're having a good time, okay? And then we do more about the vibes. And then we'll do some letters to see what we come up with for like abbreviations. It could spell out words, whether it's like cities or countries or whatever comes out, you know? So let's see. Where are they living right now? So we have the devil. And look at the background. There's a volcano, right? Immediately, I think of Japan, Hawaii, Pacific Northwest, like by Mount St. Helens. Isn't that in Washington State? I think so. Over there, volcanoes, you know, and somewhere where people go and spend money. I don't know. It's like a tourist place. Like it's a big touristy area, I think. And I don't know if the people that live there love having all these tourists go there, but yes, that's definitely the vibe I'm getting. Like Hawaii, yes, yeah, I'm getting that vibe for sure. But Japan too. There's definitely some Japan here. So we have East Asia, which Japan, right? Japan, Korea, yes. Taiwan, China, Is China its own thing on here though? I don't think so. I can't remember. But let's do one more. Southern Europe. So Southern Europe is like Greece, Italy, what are those other 8? What's 8? Albania, Macedonia, places like that, Malta. Those are like Southern Europe, right? But yeah, East Asia for sure. I'm getting like Japan, South Korea, places like that, Taiwan. Um, it's funny that I was saying Japan and then Japan. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so let's see what comes out now for this stuff. What else comes out for the vibes here? God. All right, well, you got, wait, that's a lot, Spirit. Okay, well, okay. The other piles didn't get this many. I feel like a lot of you are going to choose it. Okay, so we have Canyon, Aurora Borealis, Passing Notes, and Forest. So I think a lot of people talk shit about this place, or they try to. They have a lot of opinions about it when they haven't been there. You know what I mean? Um, that's definitely something. Or again, like I was saying, like the locals don't love having tons and tons of tourists all the time. Um, so that could be a little bit of that too. But there are a lot of people that go here for sure. I also think that there's a lot of different um, landscapes in this country and wherever they live. You know, there could be big canyons as well, mountain ranges, you know, all of this, and then there's these gorgeous forests and all of that different stuff as well. So but regardless, it's all beautiful. It's a very unique place, and it's certainly somewhere that leaves a lasting impression on whoever visits, right? It's in a good way, I think. It's just beautiful. And environment. This is the most environment cards that have come out. So there's definitely just, it's absolutely gorgeous, like breathtakingly beautiful here. And it just takes your breath away, you know? I think it's definitely by water too. Like considering East Asia and Southern Europe's here, like those are all very, there's water surrounding them. Some of them are islands, right? Like Japan's an island. South Korea's a peninsula. Like Taiwan's an island as well. It's surrounded. And then on in Southern Europe, it's the same thing. They're all peninsulas for the most part, or a lot of them are just on the water, on the shore, you know. But yeah, let's get some letters now. See what we're coming out with. Okay, so we have F, G, A, E, oh, S, E, O, L, H, E again, another O, I, oh, another I, K, yeah, South Korea. Look, SK. But we also have HK, so Hong Kong as well. 2 more I's. I still think for a lot of you it's Japan too, though, but definitely South Korea for sure. Um, Hong Kong, yeah, like I said. Um, just have fun with these. You know, you don't have to take it too seriously. Just like take a picture of them if you'd like, and really like play with them. Write them down and see what you can come up with. I want Italy. Is there an I? Yep. Italy, Greece. You know, there isn't G here. Again, but have fun with those, okay? I'm going to end your reading here, pile 8. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget there is an extended for this, and that extended will be available on my Patreon, so you can click the link down below and check that out. And we'll be looking into when you guys will meet, when you'll meet your future spouse, and a little bit about your chemistry too. So Yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hello there, Pile 9. So if you chose the car with the luggage on the top, this is your reading, all about where your future spouse lives. So this is going to be vibes. We're going to get a little bit from this, but then we'll get really specific with these cards. And we'll also get into some more vibes with the Buzzfeed cards. And then we'll do letters, which will show us some abbreviations, some words, whatever we come out with those letters. Okay, so let's see where your future spouse is from. So we have the seven of pentacles. So I'm getting, like, look at the vines. There's trees that are growing grapes. That could be places that make wine. I'm thinking like wine country. So like we have Southern California, like we have California, not Southern California. I think it's mid Northern California actually, but California. There's like Italy is infamous for wine. France. But we'll see what else comes out, obviously. But it feels like it's somewhere that you can, once you get there, travel by car and see so much, right? That's what I'm getting with this. And it's like a slower lifestyle too. There's like, you don't have as many worries. Like, I think you still work very hard, but it's slower. Let's see. I don't know how to describe it. I hope that made sense. Let's see. And there have been several, two usually, that come out for each pile. So we're just going to see. Okay, this wants to come out. Central America. Which is Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama in Central America. Oh, okay, well, we got two. Oh my God, you got four? Okay, well, fine. Northern Europe, which is like Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, sorry, that area. With Southeast Asia, which is like um, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Laos, Cambodia, places like that. Indonesia, New Guinea, Malaysia, And then we have South Asia. Oh, okay, so that's like India and Nepal, Myanmar, Bangladesh, lots of different places here. Maldives is over there too, Sri Lanka. Yes. So there's a lot of different places here. Um, that's interesting that it came out as like this card. It's they work very hard though. There's a hard work ethic here too in these places for sure. Let me see what else we've got. For pile 9. Oh, okay. So we have snake game. Okay. And waterfall. So there's a contrast here. Like, I feel as though a lot of people make a lot of money in this area. And it doesn't have to be for all of these areas because obviously they're very different. But I think that people get, like, they're working so hard and they're definitely getting these rewards from it, but they're miserable. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Um it's funny that these, at the beginning, it felt like it was slower paced for people, but I just think that they're working very, very hard, and really struggling mentally, maybe as well, like just getting very apathetic about the world um, in this area that they're living in. And this could be some of your future spouse bleeding in a little bit as well. So take what resonates. Again, this is fun. It's not meant to be anything super serious. We're just having fun over here. So let's have some letters. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been struggling to come up with words in the past few readings because I've done 9 of these now. So please, just have some patience with me. So we have an S. And an I already. Sri. No. Well, Sri, maybe. Sri Lanka. Oh, there's so many. Okay. Another I. Oh, God. F. L. Sorry, it looked like Florida. O. V. Oh, wait. Yeah. Where's Vietnam? That's there too. Did I say that? I think I did. Vietnam is over there as well. So that could be also. We have a Z, a T, another Z. Oh my God. That never happens. Two Z's? Where else did we say? Central America? No, there wouldn't be anything over there with a Z. Huh, I don't know. M, P, R, O, another E. Oh, no, I didn't say E yet. A, another S, another S, another P, and an N. So, whatever you can come up with, play Wheel of Fortune right now and come up with um, some letters, but there's some words or abbreviations, but there's definitely a V for Vietnam, a VT. Oh, you may even be able to spell it. Let me see. Vietnam. Yep, Vietnam. So that's definitely something to take note of. um, yeah, but just have fun with these. They're not meant to be super serious, but again, have fun and try and figure out what you can come up with. But I think I'm going to end your reading there, pile 9. It's been such a pleasure to read for you today. Now, don't forget there is an extended reading on this reading, and it's all about when you will meet your future spouse and when you'll come into union. Maybe a little bit about the vibes that you guys have together as well. And I'll leave that down below, the link to my Patreon, so you can check that out if you feel so inclined. But I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time, okay? Hello there, Pile 10. So if you chose the sparkly anchor sticker, this is your reading all about where your future spouse lives. So first we're going to do just some vibes, see what's going on with this tarot card. Then we'll get into the specific regions that they may live in. It's just fun. So we're just having a good time. Nothing has to be super serious here, right? They're just potentials. And then we'll do more vibes about the area and in general, and then we'll do letters and we'll see like what comes out for maybe some words or abbreviations or whatnot. So let's just check it out. Let's have fun. See where your future spouse lives. Oh yeah, definitely by the water. There's just like a carefree attitude attitude here where they're just like chilling, they're vibing, they're having a good time, and I think they really enjoy the beach too. They could even live in like a beach house. um but they love the sand. They love like being out in the sunshine. And I think that it's definitely an area that people travel to a lot, or like they just, but this looks secluded though. So there are opportunities in the area where you can be more secluded in a beach area, right? So it may not be one of those super oversaturated like vacation destinations, but it's definitely got a lovely vibe with the beach. So let's see. Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, that tracks. Oh man, really? Okay, Southeast Asia. So Southeast Asia is like Indonesia, Malaysia. They're honestly very close together on the map with Australia and New Zealand. They're not far away from each other at all. So we have like New Guinea, um, like Samoa, all those places as well. All the little islands that are pretty close to Australia in that Pacific Ocean. Those are all possibilities as well. We have Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, um, Singapore. Um, yeah, like a ton of all those. Those are Southeast Asia. So very close to Australia too. It's just like it's surrounded by water. That's what they know. They love water. I think they have very tan skin too. Like they're always outside, always in the sunshine and soaking in those rays, right, from the sun. Yeah, it's a noisy area. There's like something about the area that's just like booming. It's very popular. But again, there are places that are secluded about it too. But yeah, there's a lot of noise where they live for sure. We have otter and prairie. It feels like there's I think of family right now when I'm seeing otter, and it's like so there's a lot of families, but they're like extended families that live together in one area, even in one house, in this area specifically. So, yes, there's a lot of families, but there's also like grandparents living with parents and parents living with children that are adult children. It's just extended like that in one house. And with prairie, there's like a lot of opportunities in this area too for just trying new things. I think there's just a lot to do, which is really fun and exciting for the visitors that are visiting here and all of that. Very culturally heavy, like in a beautiful way. They've got a beautiful culture where they live. Oh, I love this. It's beautiful. This is gorgeous energy. So let's see what comes out with the letters here. Trying to shake them up. TH, Thailand. V, Vietnam, maybe. There's a blank one, which you can put in anywhere. Two V's, okay, that's significant. An S, E, U, D, A, I already did that. R, G, two T's, three T's, okay. An H, an N, two N's, another S, another U, and another H. Hong Kong. Again, they could be cities too, like cities in Australia or New Zealand. Um, Lots of possibilities here. And I've been doing this for 10 readings now, so I'm like, I can't come up with a single thing. But have fun with this because they're really fun to play with. They're really fun to play with and try and figure out words so you can write them down or take a screenshot or whatever you want to do to come up with some more words. Oh, I thought there was a W. I was like, new? But no. Well, we could. New. For New Zealand. But yeah, have fun with it. They're fun. So I'm going to end your reading there, Pile 10. It's been a pleasure. Please don't forget that there is an extended reading if you'd like to check it out. I'll leave it down below, the link to my Patreon. You can hit that and join me there if you'd like. And we're going to be checking out when you'll be meeting your future spouse, okay? So, and a little bit about your vibes together as well. But yes, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.